Hi there. I hope you're doing well. In the last vlog, I had talked about retirement planning. How do you really plan your retirement based on your expenses? The factors to keep in mind when you are doing retirement planning. And today in Rin Talks, I'm going to be talking about what are the instruments that you can choose for retirement planning. Welcome to Mrin Talks, my vlog where I take you through the steps of investing. There are many instruments that you can use for retirement planning, but the ones that I would recommend would be Employee Provident Fund, the Voluntary Provident Fund, PPF, which is the Public Provident Fund, NPS, the National Pension Scheme, and equity schemes. In this vlog, I'm going to be talking about EPF, VPF, and PPF, as well as pension schemes from insurance companies. For the salaried, the EPF is a great benefit for retirement. I know many people are not happy with that amount being deducted towards retirement, but let me tell you, the Employee Provident Fund is a long term security for your old age, and you should certainly not look at touching it till the time you reach retirement. Just to give you an example, that if you have a basic salary of 10,000 rupees per month and your retirement age is 60, then the amount that you can get at retirement just from the EPF is around 79 lakhs, and this is assuming that you are 25 today. So, as you can see, it's always good to save money in the Employee Provident Fund. Now, you have an option to invest a higher amount in the Employee Provident Fund, and this is through the Voluntary Provident Fund. As the name suggests, it's voluntary in nature, so that means that only you contribute and the employer does not contribute. Once it gets invested into the Employee Provident Fund, it follows the same rules and regulations of the Employee Provident Fund. The thing to keep in mind is that VPF, if you remove it before 5 years, then the amount is going to be fully taxable. So if you are investing through VPF, please remember, keep this amount up to retirement. Everybody is not salaried. So for those who are not salaried, you can look at investing in the Public Provident Fund. This is an account that can be opened with any public sector bank. There are also some private sector banks that offer this particular facility as well. Now, the way that this works is that this is a 15-year scheme, so which means that the money is logged in from the date that you open the account for 15 years. You need to invest a minimum of 500 rupees every year to keep the account live. The maximum that you can invest in a year is rupees 1.5 lakhs. Currently, the interest rate is 7.1% tax free. I still think that it's a good scheme to invest in because it's very difficult to get these sort of returns. These are tax free, risk free returns since it is guaranteed by the government. And at the same time, they compound and they beat inflation. Do remember that the rates get reset every quarter. You also have an option to renew your PPF in blocks of 5 years once you complete the 15 years, up to a period of 30 years. Thus, for anybody, whether you're salaried or not, PPF is a great investment. Now, I'm sure many of you might say that your rupees 1.5 lakhs ATC limit is already being consumed by other investments or your life insurance payments. Well, I would still say that if you are saving for retirement, all these schemes are really good schemes. So, irrespective of whether you get the ATC benefit or not, it's a great idea to invest into these particular schemes. Always remember that these schemes do allow you to withdraw money against them or take a loan against them, but it is not really recommended. Recently, as a part of the COVID relief measures, the government allowed you to withdraw 75% of your EPF balance or 3 months of your basic, whichever is lower. If you will see the calculations, I'm sure you'll be shocked. But a person who has withdrawn 75,000, and remember, this is a non refundable withdrawal, which means that you can't put the account back. A person who's withdrawn 75,000 rupees and the person has 33 years left to go for retirement is actually going to lose out, hold your breath, 11 lakh rupees over a period of his lifetime. I'm sure you don't want to be in this stage. Better to face short term pain than lose out on the long term. I know a lot of you might think, oh my god, these schemes are like really long term in nature and I don't know what's going to happen in the future. So, why should I invest in these particular schemes? But remember, you have to do something for your old age because there's no loan for retirement and you have to look out for yourself. So, the earlier that you start investing, it's easier because you have to invest a smaller amount and you have a longer period of time for your money to compound. Start investing for your retirement right away. Today, I covered all the fixed return schemes. Next week, I'll be talking about National Pension Scheme, which is a market linked scheme. Do click on the bell icon to subscribe. We look forward to receiving your feedback and your queries on our social media pages. Till then, bye bye.